Judge James Boasberg, Chief Judge of the District Court of the District of Columbia, who enjoined the mass roundup and deportation of immigrants to an infamous El Salvadoran prison in peacetime without any due process at all, allegedly under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, a statute explicitly limited to wartime and military invasion. Some of our colleagues have been railing against Judge Boasberg for ordering the planes to be turned around. They say those planes were filled with terrorists. Here's one person of many who wasn't a terrorist on that flight. His name's Kilmer Garcia. He's a Marylander married to a U.S. citizen who has a 5-year-old son with autism. He went to pick up his son, but he was picked up first by ICE. And then he was shackled and put on that airplane and shipped off to the torturers of El Salvador without ever having the benefit of those two most beautiful words in the English language, due process. He never saw a judge. Nobody ever told him what he was being charged for. Nobody ever told him that there were any charges against him. And he was sent to a mega prison run by the self-proclaimed dictator of El Salvador. Yesterday, the Trump administration admitted it had made a mistake. If there'd been due process, maybe that would have been determined, but there wasn't. All's well that ends well, right? No. The administration says there's nothing they can do about it now because he's no longer in U.S. custody. This guy who lives in my state, married to a U.S. citizen with citizen children, he's stuck with the dictator of El Salvador. Judge Boasberg, some of our colleagues want to impeach him. They've got 4 wanted signs in the Cannon House office building with the names and faces of judges on them. Some of my colleagues should be alerted to this fact. Judge Boasberg was first named to the bench by President Bush, known in legal quarters as a very conservative judge. But they want to impeach him because he stood up for the rule of law. All of these executive orders and actions are being struck down not because these are radical left rogue judges, but because the judges, regardless of who appointed them, are doing their job. If the number of decisions striking down Trump illegality is unprecedented today, it's only because the sheer number of illegal acts committed in the first 100 days is unprecedented. America's never seen anything like it before. Trump and Musk have been systematically violating the Constitution and breaking the law to trample the rights of the people and steal our data, fire excellent federal workers, and dismantle government agencies and programs, from the VA and Medicaid to NOAA, NIH, and Social Security, which Elon Musk called the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. When brave Americans go to court to defend themselves against the president and the richest man in the world, these judges from across the political spectrum are showing up to work. And they're showing America why we have an independent judiciary. Even if you campaign on doing something unconstitutional, like naming people kings and queens or stealing other people's money, no, that doesn't make it constitutional.